next words are effect and effect. So the word effect that is written with the letter E is a noun, and it means a result that something or somebody causes. For example, we can say her criticism had the effect of discouraging him completely. Or we can say the beneficial effect of exercises. And the word effect with the letter A means to produce changes in somebody or something. For example, we can say, your opinion won't affect my decision. So it means, I don't care what you think, I will make my own decision. Or we can say, I'm afraid that her bad habits will affect her studies. So the next words are recipe and receipt. The first one is recipe, that is spelled like this. And it means a set of instructions that tells you how to cook something correctly and what ingredients you need. So I think that you've heard about a recipe book, about the book where you have all this set of instructions how to cook something. And also we can say a vegetarian recipe, for example. And the next one is receipt. And this word means a paper that shows that goods or services have been paid. So for example, you can ask in a restaurant, can I have a receipt, please? And they will bring you this paper with a great amount of money. The next two words also have the same pronunciation, principle and principle. And the first one, principle, means the main or the most important. Or as a noun, it can mean a person who is in charge of a college or university. So here are some examples. New roads will link the principal cities. Or Peter Brown is a principal of my college. And the next one is principle means a strong belief or a moral rule that influences your action. So we can say, I refuse to lie about it. It's against my principles. Or the next sentence, I think it's very, very strong. Stick to your principles and tell him that you won't do it. So it means that you should stick to your beliefs and to your moral rules and not listen to other people. So the next words are breath and breathe. So these words are also a noun and a verb. So the first one, breath, without E and with the sound th, is a noun, and it means the air that you take into your lungs and send out again. We can say we have to stop for a breath before we got to the top. And the next word is breathe with E and with the sound th. It is a verb, but it means to take this air into your lungs and send them out. For example, he breathed deeply before speaking again, just to calm down. Or another example that is connected with environmental problems. Most people don't realize that they are breathing polluted air. Beside and besides. The first one, beside, means next to or at the side of somebody something. For example, we can say he sat beside her all night. And besides means apart from something or in addition to something. We can say we have much in common besides music. Or we can say besides working as a doctor, he also writes novels in his spare time. So the next two words have a similar pronunciation, bear and bear. So the first one, B-A-R-E, means not covered by anything or by clothes if we talk about people, or naked. But we also can say bare about walls, for example. These walls look bare. Can we put some pictures up? Or we can say she likes to walk around in bare feet. It means without socks and shoes. And the next word, bear, B-E-A-R, have a lot of meanings. As a noun, it of course means an animal with claws and fur, so here it is. As a verb, it can mean to take responsibility for something, to accept something unpleasant, or to support the weight. So here are some examples. She bore the responsibility for most of the changes. It means that she's in charge of these changes. So here's a good expression. She couldn't bear the thought of losing him. Can't bear the thought of something. It means you can't think about it because it's so unpleasant. It's so hard for you. And of course, as a noun, if I see a bear, I will run. And by the way, pay attention to this sentence. Why don't we put if I will see a bear, I will run? We're talking about the future, so what's the matter? Write down in the comments below. The next words are quiet and quiet. So the first one, quiet, means to some degree, and the synonyms are fairly or pretty. And we could say it's quite a small house, or he plays the guitar quite well. The next one is quiet, means making very little noise or without many people or much noise. And here are examples. Be quiet, said the teacher, or the hotel is located in a quiet place near the sea. Hearty and Hearty. Hearty means showing friendly feelings, and we can say he gave me a hearty handshake or a hearty welcome. And Hearty means able to survive in severe weather conditions. For example, the Hearty plant was able to handle some frost. So I hope the videos about confusing words were informative and useful for you, but if you'd like more videos about these words, just write down in comments about it. See you in the next video. Bye! Or services. Ну давайте еще буду сверлить. To remember their reading. The set of instructions that tells the sentence. Also, we have to stop for breath because, for example, he breathed deeply, he breathed. Hearty means showing friendly from the body plant can handle some frost.